Okay, matrix. Today we are going to be doing the CAM question, which is question 2 of the November 2023 second past paper. Okay, so let's just go through it quickly. So it says CAM, given the wedge-shaped follower and the camshaft, as well as the first 180 degrees of the cam profile, which is this, and the displacement graph in the correct position. Motion, which means we have to draw the rest of the graph that's missing. The cam imparts the following motion to the given follower over the next 180 degrees. There is a dwell period for 45 degrees. It moves inwards to the minimum displacement with uniform acceleration and retardation over the next 90 degrees. There is a dwell period over the remainder of the rotation. Okay, then it says instructions using a rotational scale of 10 millimeters is equals to 30 degrees and a displacement graph of 1 to 1. Complete the displacement graph by adding the required motion. Label the displacement graph and include the rotational scale. Project and complete the cam profile. Indicate the rotation direction with an arrow. Show all construction and projection. Okay, so obviously in order to get the rest of the cam profile, it would make sense that we have to start by drawing in the graph. So we're going to start off by getting our top and bottom lines in so that we have a place to work and get all of our measurements drawn in. So we've got the bottom and we have got the top. Okay, then it says using a rotational scale of 10 millimeters is equal to 30 degrees. So we know we have to measure 10 to get to the next 30 degrees. Okay, so we have got 210 degrees, 240 degrees, 270 degrees, 300 degrees, 330 degrees, 360 degrees. Okay, from there we're obviously going to draw in the rest of our graph. So we've got a line there, a line there, a line there. Okay, all the way up, just like this over here. All right, so you can see that is what we have got over there. Okay, then it says there is a dwell period for the next 45 degrees. So obviously we know this is 30 degrees and 45 degrees would be an extra 15 degrees added to that. So we're going to half this line here and bring it up. You can then draw in your dwell period for 45 degrees. Okay, we know that the halfway point makes 45 because obviously half of 30 is 15. And then the 30 plus 15 will give us 45. Okay, then before we move on to the motion here, well, we actually need to move on to the motion, so let's just do that one quickly. Okay, so it says it moves inward to the minimum displacement with uniform acceleration and retardation over the next 90 degrees. So if this is 15, this is 30, this is 30, we know 30 plus 30 plus 30 gives us 90. So we need another 15 because now we've got 30 plus 30 plus 30. So 3, 6, 9. Okay. So that will be, this will be the space in which your uniform acceleration and retardation happens. And then the rest, it says there is a dwell period over the remainder of the rotation. So right here at the end, which we can just draw that in at the bottom. We may as well get it done and dusted. Okay, so now we want to do our uniform acceleration and retardation part of the graph. So we're going to start off by drawing a 60-degree line here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take the height given to us. So we are going to take this height here. And the height is going to reach that point there. So from that point, we're going to draw in a line. And then we're going to divide by 6. So you're going to grab that measurement, see what it is. It is 54. So we're going to say 54 divided by 6 gives us 9. So on our lines, we're going to measure 9. So we have got 9, 9, 9, 9, Okay, all the way to the top there, and then we're going to do the same on this side here, measuring equally intervals of 9. Okay, and then we're going to join those together. Okay, this is just to help you with your drawing. So we've got that. That seems a bit large. Why is that 10? It's 9 there. Okay, that one is slightly off. Okay, so there we go. So you should have equal intervals of 9 through all of these points. Now we're going to label. So we're going to start off where our graph starts. At what points? Obviously we know this is 15, so 210 plus 15 gives us 225 degrees. The next one, which I'm going to write here so that you can see it. In fact, I'll write all of them here so that you can see 225. Then from there we'll have another 15 added, so that will give us 240. Okay. Then we'll have 240 plus 15, which will give us 255. Okay. From there we'll have 270. Okay. From 270 we'll have another 15, which will be 285. From 285 we'll have 300, and from there we'll have 315. Okay, this is just to help you with your drawing up. What you're then going to do is you're going to take all of those measurements and put it on the middle line, which will be 270. So we're going to start off with putting the middle point on the middle line, so that's 270. We'll then have 280. Where is the 279? There we go. 300. 315 will be right at the bottom. We don't need to worry about bringing that one across, obviously. Then we'll have 255, which will be over there. And then we'll have 240, which will be over there. And then the top one up there. Okay. All right. Once you've got that, you're going to bring all of these top 3 lines to the points here. You're going to lightly do them. They're going to be construction lines. So you should have something that looks like this. Okay. And then you're going to do the same for the bottom to the end of the graph. Okay. Or to the end point before we reach the dwelling. So it should look like this. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to split 240 and 270 in half, as well as 270 and 300, because we've obviously got halfway points going through there as well. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do halfway point there, halfway point there, just like that. Okay. Once you have got that, should have 4 lines in the middle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have a look. So 225 is on this point, touches here. We don't need to worry about 225. Then we're going to go to 240. We're going to find the 240 line. So we know this is 240. This is where the 240 line touches. So we're going to make a mark. Then we've got 255, which is this point here. 255 lands here. So we've got that point over there. We'll obviously have 270 and 270 at this point here. Okay. 285 and 285 will land up over here. And then we have obviously got 300, and 300 lands up this point over here. And then we've got 330, 270, 285, correct. Just double checking. That's 3. Okay. I think I've mislabeled once again, but it's okay because the graph here is correct. And what we're going to do is we're neatly going to draw in the motion. Okay, so it should look like this here. Obviously neatly draw it in. Do not draw over it twice. I'm just doing it so that you can see it, because getting your lines straight the second time is not always going to be easy, and you don't want to mess up your drawing. Okay, so there we go, that's the graph complete. Then we have got, so obviously complete the cam now. So we're going to start off by taking the maximum displacement and drawing a circle all around. Even though it is going to go a little bit off your paper, just keep drawing it all around. Okay, now we can label. So we're going to have to start off by sectioning before we can label. So we're going to have a line there. Line there, sorry. Then we're going to have, shift that a little bit. Okay, we're going to have a point going through here. Okay, we're going to have a point going through here. And our last one, which will go through here. Okay, once we've got that, we can label. This is just to make things easier for you. So we have got 0, which will make this 30 degrees. This will then become 60 degrees. We've obviously got 90 degrees. Then we'll have 120 degrees. We'll have 150 degrees, 180 degrees, 210 degrees, 240 degrees, 270 degrees, 300 degrees, 330 degrees, and then obviously this will share a spot with 360 degrees. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to start with the dwell periods because they are the easiest to obviously draw in. So we're going to start off because we know 180 dwells for 40. So we're going to take, that's obviously 30, we need to get this in half to get 40. So we're going to take our protractor, line it up on the lines here, and we're going to then find 15. So if that's straight, there we go, that will be 15 over there. Okay, so from there we are going to draw a line there. Okay, that will be the middle point. So that means that the dwell period will go from 180 all the way through that middle. Okay, then we have obviously got the flat bit, which will be from halfway to 300 and 330. So we can start off by getting the 15 degrees on this line as well. So that will be this point here. And we are then going to draw a line going through the middle. That, because from the middle all the way to 360 there will be a dwell period. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler, we're going to grab the dwell period, which will be from this point here. I'm going to put it on the 270 degree line. And we're going to use our compass to bring those points over. So from here, like that. And if you had to join those together, you would have this over there. Okay, now we obviously want to get our simple harmonic motion, not simple harmonic, our uniform retardation motion in. So we have obviously got a couple of points that we are going to have to draw in to help us with that, and that includes our halfway points going through here. So we are once again just going to split everything by 15 degrees. So we're going to find the next point. That will be the first one, and then from here, on this middle line here, I'm going to have 15, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got those lines there. And then we are going to draw those lines neatly in. Like this over here. Okay, once we've got that, we are then going to draw in the rest of our graph. Okay, so we're going to start off, we can label these if it makes it easier for you. So we've got 240, which will then be 255. Then from 270, we'll have 285. Then we'll obviously have 300. Okay, so we're going to bring across, we've obviously already got this point that we needed here for 225. Okay, so now we're going to bring the 240 line, which is this line here, bring that measurement across. Which will touch this point here. Okay, from there we're going to bring the 255 points, which will be here. Okay, it will be at this point here. And then 270 will be right here in the center. So we've got 275. Bring that, so that will be right at this point here. Okay, then we'll have the 285 points, which will be here. So if we bring that there, this will be 285, and then 300 will be this little point here. Which will touch this point here. That's for 300. Okay. Then you can obviously join everything in neatly. So you can draw neat freehand. So that will go touch there, which will then go through there, 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 and there. That's a bit skew, but that is basically how your cam will end up looking. So I hope this helped you, Matrix.